O children of noble and ancient culture, awake, the time has come to rise. At Madhuban, our mission is to create tomorrow's leaders today, and through tools such as Parampara, Satsang, and Seva, we try to mold the minds and hearts of our Parivar, hoping that a ripple reaches the rest of the world. We decided to check in with members of the Parivar to see just how effective our mission has been throughout 2018 in getting them closer to achieving their own goals. Let's check in with them to see what they have to say.
I am a Hindu and I am a Sanatan Dharmist, and I can see how it has changed me from what I used to be.
The people in our lives, they mean a lot to us, but a lot of times we tend to neglect or we tend to take it for granted what this shared time means to us. And from this shared time, you know, we create so many memories, and in Parampara, some of the discussions and the conversations that come from it, it just makes me like wonder, like, you know, what else we could have been doing with this time? I don't think it could have been any better spent.
So the past year we have been reading the Ramayana, and usually during the Ramayana and after the Ramayana we have conversations. And it's more than just the Ramayana, it's conversations that's deep. And those conversations have affected me mentally and physically. For example, when I'm at school and we're doing group presentations, no one really wants to go first. So when I am presenting, I'm not as nervous as I used to be. It's just kind of comes naturally. And I never really knew how to answer them. So when we started coming to Parampara and Satsang, I finally understood and had the courage to answer them of the questions.
Once there's a good tree, it will always bear good fruit. And I was reading a book lately, and it says, it's called Where There Is Mud, You Will Find the Kamalgata flower. Where does the Kamalgata flower come from? From the mud on the bottom of the river. That's where the tree starts to grow from, in the mud. And we have all come from that mud. And the Kamalgata is blooming right now. Every one of us, listen to all of you talk, and to see in a couple of years what Madhuban and what everyone have become. Makes me feel happy. Makes me feel happy to be part of it.
My mom came home one day telling me about this, and I was interested because I went to one of the temples with my entire family one time. I really enjoyed it. And when I came, I wasn't expecting this, but I really enjoyed coming. I don't know, when I first came, I don't know why I really liked learning about Hinduism, but I guess it really
We grew on your born.
yeah. And I really enjoyed coming to Parampara and Sunset. And the Diwali program was a lot of fun as well.
From playing tabla has made me not only better in my music, but as a person in general. It made me more confident in school when I have to give a presentation. I'm not as nervous and I don't stutter as much anymore. And I even understand things a little more than I did before. And I start to notice the little things I need to work on and improve from there.
My ROTI is these kids. I feel like more of a grandmother kind of figure, and watching these kids grow and learn and do what they've been doing, every one of you, I would say, short and sweet, that's my ROTI.
Being able to have a home where everybody can come to and everybody can sit and we can pray, we can go to each other's home and just sit and say our prayers, it just makes us feel so full. And out of all the reflection, that one is the number one that I hold closest to my heart, because I'm so grateful for all of you for being there for us so that we can be this family, be part of Madhuban Parivaar.
Return on time invested. We often take for granted the things we have. When I was in Houston, there were several temples there, but none made me feel the way, no group made me feel the way this group does. So the 8-hour drive every weekend back and forth was nothing. My return on time invested is seeing these kids grow, seeing these kids pick up music, because I know the kind of joy it brings to me. Being in the group, I wouldn't have met two of my Gurujis, Pandit Krishnaraman and Shantanu, and I wouldn't have been able to take my music to where it is today.
Okay, so you know, actually really making roti, you like take one little cup of flour and all this roti, you make all this roti with it. That's how I feel. Like I put in so little, but my roti cooler is overflowing. I remember being around 3, and my uncle had the exact ramayana you have. And I remember trying to open that book and trying to read it, because I remember the picture vividly. And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't read. I was 3. And so anytime Ramayana plays, it just hits something in me. And then last week my auntie saw, and for a second I was like, wait, I'm going to read, I'm going to give a kata here. What is happening? Like, look where we are. And I think that is because we put the time and the effort into going into Parapara, understanding and diving into that book, and how beautiful that book is. In my soul, I knew how beautiful that book.
With this group, I've learned a lot, and every day I try to change a little bit. Especially with the kindness. This is something I have in me for a long time. I was kind to people, but it's getting more aware that we should be more kind. It's fewer every week. When he was given the kingdom, or when he was supposed to get the kingdom, and his parents told him that you have to go to the forest, he didn't worry about it. He willingly said okay, and he left and he went to the forest. But when he went there, he'd been through a lot of trials, a lot of sacrifice. And no matter what, he was always strong. And I think that for all human beings, should always have this strength into them, and the love and kindness, no matter what.
When I heard we all have to say something about roti, I was, why roti? It was explained to me that it means return on time invested. So my short message, what more can I say? It's exactly like roti or making roti. You get all the ingredients together, and with skill, hard work, the kneading, and letting it rest, you end up with something delicious. Seeing the growth, the progress, the loyalty, the commitment from the family signifies progress, and progress in a positive and dharmic way, keeping our culture. I'm glad to know that my little time is adding value to the community by enriching our devotees with culture and by adding smiles filled with joy and hands willing to serve.
I've been learning harmonium, and when I play it, I can't help but smile because it brings me joy.
Honestly, I feel better about myself than a lot more than I did before. Self-confidence was not something that I had, but being around you guys, I noticed more that I'm better than I thought I was, and it helped me see the better in other people too.
Parampara satsangs and just being around this group has made me a better person, a better son, a better friend, and a better contributor for society. These past years, I have never felt closer to God in my life.
Every one of us is blessed with the potential to change the world. Now the good news is that we get to decide exactly what that change will be. What is the legacy that we're going to leave behind? What is our impact going to be? With our beliefs and practices rooted in our beautiful Sanatan Dharma, our practices, and the message that we share with the world is a universal one. It is a message of hope, a message of love, a message of kindness, and one of well-being and joy. We hope that in enabling and encouraging members of the Parivar to find and nurture their own lights, we will all stand as beacons of light in a sometimes all too overwhelming and dark world. My Guruji Rampasad Ramun Singh, he would often remind us of the words of this beautiful song so that in times of despair, we would know from where we've come and where we need to go. And the song says, "We the youths of today, our duty awaits us. Now is no time for weakness. Now is the time for action. Let us love and serve one another. Let us strive to build our future. Let us join hands and voices across this land, continuing the work that our forefathers began, fearless with courage and determination, building a new home in this land." We, the members of the Madhuban Parivaar, thank you for walking on this journey with us throughout 2018. We wish you a very, very happy, blessed, prosperous, and successful 2019, filled with everything that your heart desires that is good for you. We look forward to spending many more moments of satsang and prayer with you. Jai Shri Krishna.